Rapper said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool. Tear down. Tear down.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today it's week 4 and we've got what should be a great one here between the Philadelphia.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Got all the rings, stuff. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with Villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own them.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today it's week 4 and we've got what should be a great one here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Rams. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. They'll go again here with Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks. The Rams had 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. They can bounce back and move to 3-1. They'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be second in a couple. They'll drop to throw. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage.
They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got his target, Harris. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Akers. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Floyd able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
Open man has got it, the tight end. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After one, 7-0. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Another run here with Sanders. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown from 3 yards out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll set up to throw. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Second and 2. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Back to throw. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Second and 5. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Got an open man, finding Jefferson.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
They'll set up a throw. He gets it complete to Harris.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. He'll look to throw.
A quick pass to Cup. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had a short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez Watkins, 77 yards. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
And a first play of the drive there is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll look to throw again. It's brought in by Harris. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Back to throw again.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Cooper Kupp in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point splits the uprights. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10
at their own 18. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34.
And that one hurts defensively. They forced him into third and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
And between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
Oh, no doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally just
Touchdown!
Devontae Smith.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game. It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now back to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw here.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury.
But certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
And that's complete to Sanders.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Will Harris.
But one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
2nd and 1. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They'll drop to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his target, Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Looking to throw. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defense in front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Rams go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we're all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. He's got him in. complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 32 that time.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. As Sanders there with a first down carry that might have gotten a yard, if that. Second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And give him a gain of 37. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive ends right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch. Gain on the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And brought down there by Taylor Rapp.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
18 yards that time to push him on 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with for
touchdown. Cam Akers, a 1-yard
touchdown reception. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Looking to throw on second down. Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Midge used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Going right back to Akers. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A give up the middle to Akers. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. On third down, here's a run by Akers. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were thrown for a loss.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Well, it took